In this video, we'll cover what humidity is, how it's measured, how temperature affects it, how HVAC systems remove moisture, the effects on comfort and health, and practical strategies to manage it. What is humidity? Air is a mixture of gases, mostly nitrogen and oxygen, plus a variable amount of water vapor. That water vapor is what we call humidity. Air with little or no water vapor is often called dry air, and contains water vapor is moist air. In practice, there's almost always some moisture present. There are two common ways to measure humidity. First is absolute humidity, actual mass of water vapor in a given volume, grams per cubic meter. Second is relative humidity, percentage of how much moisture the air currently holds compared to its capacity at that temperature. Dew point, temperature where air becomes saturated, or also called 100% relative humidity, and water starts to condense. Example, dew on grass or condensation on a cooled glass. Why temperature matters? The amount of water vapor air can hold depends strongly on temperature. Warmer air can contain a lot more moisture than colder air. That's why 100% relative humidity on a cool morning can actually have less water in total than 50% relative humidity on a hot afternoon. This is also why dew point is sometimes a better way to judge how humid it feels. Quick example. A cold glass of water gets droplets on the outside because the warmer room air touching the cold glass cools to its dew point and condensates, a visible sign of air reaching saturation. Effects of humidity on comfort and health. Our bodies rely on sweat evaporation to cool down. High relative humidity reduces evaporation, making us feel warmer and sticky. Guidelines recommend 30 to 60% relative humidity, with 40 to 60% preferred to reduce respiratory risks and viral viability. Low relative humidity can cause dry mucous membranes and skin irritation. Rule of thumb: keep indoor relative humidity below 60% for health and building protection. Health and building risks from high humidity. When indoor relative humidity is consistently high, you can get mold and mildew growth on walls, bathrooms, and insulation. Dust mite proliferation, they like humid environments. Corrosion and damage to wood, electronics, and finishes. Worse allergy and asthma symptoms for occupants. Public health agencies stress that excess moisture is the main driver of indoor mold problems, so controlling humidity and fixing leaks is the priority. For example, bathrooms without functioning exhaust fans will often show condensation on tiles and glass after showers, a perfect spot for mold if left unchecked. How HVAC systems typically remove moisture. The main dehumidification method in typical air conditioning system is the evaporator coil. Moist air passes over the cold coil. If the air temperature drops below its dew point, water condenses out and drains away. This cools and dehumidifies air simultaneously. Common real-world issues. Short cycling. If the coil doesn't stay cold long enough to condense much moisture, space cools but stays humid. Solutions for this issue are longer system cycles, variable speed equipment, or controls that prioritize latent load. Very humid days may require dedicated dehumidification. Practical strategies to control humidity. Measure first. Use a quality hygrometer or combined monitor for temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide to know actual relative humidity in different rooms. Fix moisture sources. Repair leaks. Vent bathrooms and dryers properly. Run exhaust fans during and after showers. Avoid short cycling. Ensure equipment is sized and controlled for sufficient runtime. Consider variable speed systems. Dedicated dehumidification. In hot humid climates or persistent humidity, use whole house or point dehumidifiers with appropriate set points. Example, basement constantly at 65% relative humidity with musty smell. Add a properly sized dehumidifier set near 50% relative humidity. Seal leaks and run an exhaust fan for a quick, reliable fix. To quickly recap, humidity equals water vapor in air. Relative humidity equals percentage of how full the air is with moisture. Dew point equals temperature where condensation starts. Warm air holds more moisture. Temperature and humidity are linked. Keep indoor relative humidity near 40 to 50%, always below 60% to avoid mold issues. HVAC dehumidification mainly happens on the evaporator coil. If not effective, consider controls or dedicated dehumidifiers. If this video helped you understand humidity in HVAC systems, please like and share, and subscribe for more HVAC fundamentals and troubleshooting tips.